Welcome, my name is Amila, just so if you know which word.
Thank you, we saw you on YouTube.
Celebrity! Where are you from?
Norway. Good morning, lovely day today in Visoko, and we're having a really nice walk over to the tunnels of the pyramids. Yesterday we had a good walk up the side of the hill, and today we're going underneath. And we watched some YouTube videos yesterday, and there are some quite interesting things down there. So we're looking forward to check it out. And it's about a 3-kilometer walk, and it's really nice It's a nice neighborhood. This place doesn't have nearly as much signs of the war as Mostar had, which makes sense since Mostar was a really heavily conflicted area. But this is much more chill. Look up, everybody's chilled out here. Look at the dogs. So on our way. Are you excited, Ylva, today?
Yeah, I see some dogs.
Excuse me. Woo.
Bless you.
Okay, so
Let's
go.
you, Daddy.
How's it going?
Good.
Going inside?
Yeah.
3 kilometers from the pyramid we saw in the last episode, Dr. Osmagic and his team has excavated about 1,500 meters of tunnels. These tunnels are at least 12,000 years old and were completely filled with loose gravel about 5,000 years ago. It was first believed to be natural caves, but as the team was clearing more and more loose gravel, using only shovels and wheelbarrows, strange things started to show up. As we will see, there are several artificially made ceramic rocks in here that are just full of mysteries. Some point in the direction of the pyramid, and another one have cracks in it that coincide with water running 22 meters below it, and they are all a composite of clay, dirt and water baked at over 1,000 degrees Celsius. The air is super fresh, and there's also water in here with some pretty astounding qualities. Let's meet our guide and let her tell us more of the details.
Welcome, my name is Amila, just so if you know which word.
Thank you, we saw you on YouTube.
Celebrity!
You're famous.
Where are you from?
Norway.
Norway. I feel so awkward.
Is it okay, by the way? Maybe this will be on YouTube too.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Welcome, guys. I already explained them. I'm just going to repeat because that you don't miss something. That we will do the tour, which is about 800 meters circle. This is the only entrance, only exit, only opening for the air, so we don't have ventilators or air conditioners. The reason is that we don't need them because of the different sizes of the tunnels that we have here. So normally, bigger tunnel, lower air pressure, lower tunnel, higher air pressure, and then the air flows in the waves. It clears itself, and we really don't need to set anything to make the air better. Oxygen level inside is the same like the outside, which is a bit weird. I'm going to tell you like that because we have 20.4% oxygen here. And we believe that the oxygen is like this here because of the humidity and the temperature that are always constant here. So the humidity is 85%. And the temperature is 12.5 degrees Celsius. But I already told them that walking deeper through the tunnels, that you will 100% breathe better than here at the entrance. We noticed when we clear more tunnels that somehow we get more negative ions. We still don't know what is producing them for sure. Some scientists say maybe because of the pyramid, because of the pine wood, because of the form, because of the tunnels, because of the oxygen, but nobody has 100% correct reason why. But negative ions clear the air from bacteria, viruses, and the dust. I also already told them that we use them mostly today in hyperbaric chambers that we have in big hospitals for people that have problems with asthma, bronchitis, high blood pressure or sugar in blood, because they can stabilize everything. And that's the reason why I'm telling you. Doesn't matter where in the world you live. In the cities, we can measure only 100 to 200 negative ions per cubic centimeter. And here at the mountains in Bosnia, 5,000 was maximum 2-3 years ago. That was Mountain Igman, close to Sarajevo, close to capital. But in last 2 years, the most that we can measure is 1,000. And scientists think that happens because of the pollution and deforesting, which I agree really, because we don't have that clear air outside. But here at the entrance, it's 3,000 per cubic centimeter, deeper 20 to 80,000 per cubic centimeter. So don't forget to breathe. Because I can promise you, this is the cleanest air that you will breathe today. What can I do? So speaking about the tunnels, I'm just going to repeat once more. Everything was fully filled with the sand. So the floors, ceilings, and the walls are original. To do something into these tunnels, we use only shovels and wheelbarrows just to clear the sand, because everything was fully filled with the sand. So we don't use any kind of the other tools for digging or drilling, nothing like that. And with clearing, we said this wooden support, maps, benches, and this electricity. But all the other things that you will see as we go through the tunnels, it was already here. We just left it like it was. Speaking about the tunnels, I told them already. Photos, videos, questions are okay. But if you're lost, we search only Thursdays. Just kidding. It would be a good thing, huh?
Yes.
Let's go slowly to see what else we have here.
Amelia said this was going to be the purest air we would breathe today. Placebo or not, it felt so comfortable to be in here. Not only the air, but we all felt fresh and alert in general.
So the walls and the ceiling and the floor was hard and the rest was loose.
Yes, that's so-called soft material.
Yes.
Just watch your head here, it's a bit lower.
Okay. Fint at jeg er låg.
We also totally lost track of time, and it never felt more natural to be present in the moment.
So this is hard.
Okay, now let's have a look at some of those weird ceramic rocks.
So, speaking about these three. Now, these three that you see are first 3 artifacts that we discovered in the tunnels. We have some of them, we will see them later. Everything is 100% at the original place, because you're not allowed to break it, you're not allowed to take it outside to move it, because if you want to have at the end 100% correct analysis, you won't do it. You can take samples, you can take some scanners inside to scan what's going on. So basically, we took samples of every single structure that we found, and we sent it to Geophysical University in Kiel in Germany. They did material analysis, and the analysis showed that those aren't natural stones. They look like the stones, but they are ceramic blocks, because this is actually a mix of the sand, clay, and water, and then everything is baked on very high temperature. Specifically, scientists in Kiel told us to bake something this big, this is the smallest that we will see, we need at least 1,000 degrees Celsius. Then we did also the phase and so-called Röntgen X-ray diffraction analysis with university name is Ruđer Bošković, that is the University for Nuclear Physics from Croatia. And they find out that every bigger ceramic is made out of the 2 phases. In normal people's language, 2 parts. You can see the line connecting them. We call them base and lid. And then when they scanned everything with the georadar that works like the X-rays, they find out that in every ceramic we have quartz crystals, smaller pieces in whole block, and that under every ceramic we have underground water, which is about 20 to 23 meters deeper. Here is 21 meters. And I believe that you heard, because I really had a lot of the guests from the UK and from Norway, and I heard that from everywhere, that a lot of people say it's not good to live above the underground water. People from Bosnia, they like to say that happens because of that you cannot sleep later, that you will have a pain in whole your body, that the walls, the ceilings, and the floors will crack in the houses, and that everything happens because of the geopathogen radiations that the water produces. So the frequency that really destroy the health of our humans. And that's the reason why we had physicists again. They find out water in the tunnels flowing under produces those frequency. They go up, hit the crystals, crystals vibrate, ceramic resonates, and every ceramic works like the transformer. So transforms that negative frequency into positive for us. And in this case, thanks to these ceramic blocks in whole length of the tunnels and also at the top of the pyramid of the sun in radius of 4 meters, we have same electromagnetical field, same frequency, 28 kilohertz, and that frequency can slowly regenerate the cells and the organs. But I need to disappoint you. You won't go outside 20 years younger.
No.
No. No, I really like to joke on this way because really we have some people who really think if they came here inside for 1 hour, they will really go outside 20 years younger. I'm sorry, that's still not possible. We are trying to find out the way how to do it, but still we didn't find it. For me personally, the most interesting part that the physicists discovered here, every ceramic with the quartz is on that place where these frequencies from the water the strongest are. The white of the ceramics shows us the white of the underground water, which is flowing down, and the pointy part shows the way where is water flowing.
Ah, so the
So
water is flowing
basically
this
the
way.
orientation, basically like some kind of the compass for them. Samo, nastavite tu pravo pa desno, vidjet ćete piše meditacijska ruta 3, pa samo nastavite onda tamo desno. I doćete do velike komore, tu sjedite I sačekajte, tu je on. That's the reason why I said I research only Thursdays. They got lost.
Oh.
So we will move now this way, because if you were thinking that the egg is the biggest ceramic, I like to joke that this is baby ceramic. We have teenagers, they weigh 3.5 and 4 tons. Oh. You really, but really need to watch your head. We need to go through the section, which is about 1.30 meters high. So maybe you will also need to watch your head.
I will have to go like this.
We have here 2 ceramic blocks, and these 2 weigh 3.5 and 4 tons. We are going between them. And on the ceramic on your left, we found craved symbols. The symbols you can see the best here closer to the bench and here closer to this wood. You can see them. So we scanned them, and those are these 2 identical photos that you can see. Unfortunately, I'm telling you again, we do not have translation. And the interesting thing that we found are the arrows that we found on the block. You can see them here closer to the bench, here under your hand, and also a couple of them here. All the arrows that we found are actually showing us the direction of the pyramid of the sun. Because of these arrows, we continued with clearing. And now please come with me that you can see the biggest ceramic for today. Come, just watch your heads.
We will. Don't worry.
Ta-da!
Wow,
You
that's
can go a bit
big.
closer to the block. Do you see?
This one has
Okay, so I already told you that this is the biggest ceramic that we will see today. It weighs 8 tons, but we have 2 more, K5 and K4, which are still not completely cleared, but the cleared part of the K5 weighs already 20 tons. When we scan this one, we notice just 1 quartz crystal, 1 bigger oval, which is around here where you can see this yellow point on the block. Then we scan once more and find out that at the depth of 22 meters, we have the biggest and the strongest underground waterfall for now, which is flowing from this way like the crack, hit an obstacle, and then splitting into 2 water flows, and flows just like this Y is showing. The physicists told us the crack is here because of the pressure that the water produces, but they also noticed that in the tunnels we also have ultrasound frequency. The physicists find out that the electromagnetical field that I already explained you flows through the tunnels, hits the walls and the ceilings, and then we have a lot of the quartz. Hitting the quartz, it comes to so-known piezoelectric effect, and we get that ultrasound frequency. frequency inside is between 28 and 42 kilohertz, and that is the same frequency that we modern people call physical therapies, because we use it for broken bones, stretched ligaments, muscles, problems with joints, movement. But the only difference is the doctors have the tools and the apparatus that they produce everything with. But here in the tunnels, one frequency hit the quartz and you get another one without any kind of the help from us today. I told you to see closer, because now we will do that little experiment that you could have seen with my colleagues doing. But the thing is, that what they did is really not healing, because the ceramic is not healing object. It is just the machine that makes one energy to another. It's not energy taking or sharing, and it's not any kind of the ritual, like some people think. This is basically just for you to try to touch electromagnetical field, because we people, we have our own. And when it connects with another one, we start to react, and we react mostly at the palms and fingertips, because we have the most of the nerves here. To try it, the regular way is to separate your elbows and your knees, and the hands should be about 10 centimeters above the knees. People say when we play like this, they can feel some kind of the tickles, vibrations, needles, all that. A lot of them like to say like the ants are walking on their hands. It's just your personal reaction, so we are all different, we all react different. So that's the reason why we always repeat, not healing, not energy taking, sharing, not ritual, just like little play. Now we will move to the last point. Please do not forget something. We are going to see the little lake that we found.
As we walked even further into the tunnels, Amelia told us that they were hoping the tunnels would lead them underneath the pyramids in the end, and maybe they would find something there to explain why all the tunnels had been filled with gravel and closed 5,000 years ago.
At the end of this tunnel, you can see the lake, little lake that we found. See it? We will move to the another chamber. In this chamber, we will just see the photos, and that we are not bothered by seeing the other tunnels. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You're not scared anymore.
No.
We have nothing scary, we have only dragons. Nobody likes dragons. My God. What do you like the most?
Tour guides.
Tour guides.
Dogs.
Dogs?
I love dogs.
Oh, we have a lot of them outside.
Yes.
I know.
Then you will be happy when you go outside, because everybody likes to be petted. See me, pet me.
Yeah.
You saw this little lake. I don't like to call it pond or something like that, because lots of people, I heard them calling that like it. I like to call it lake. We discovered it at the beginning of 2011, and if we speak about this lake, it is not that big. It is about 10 square meters big, and the water depth is ½ meter. So it's not specially big, but for us, it is special, because it is the first water accumulation that we found into the tunnels. At the end of 2011, we found also 2 tunnels fully filled with the water. You could have seen them on the posters on the right when we were passing the group. But speaking about these tunnels, they are 220 and 150 meters long, and in both of them, in the middle of the bottom, you can call it channel, you can call it canal. Both of them have one canal in the middle of it, and these canals are 40 centimeters wide. The sides are 90 degrees sides, and the slope is 1.5 degrees. So when you sum up everything, that's not possible that the nature was that precise that we have 220 and 150 meters straight line without any kind of the errors. And we're speaking about the water, because you and me, we know that the creek makes its own way. It flows just like it was once, and it always makes the floor, which is some kind of the U. It's never 90 degrees, it's never 1.5 degrees slope. Water level in these 2 tunnels is at first couple meters, ½ meter, and then at the end is up 1.70 meters. This is the water level that never changes, but these 2 tunnels with water were actually the first 2 tunnels that we found in whole this tunnel complex that weren't filled with the sand. So we didn't need to clear them. And that's the reason why we're thinking that the water is maybe because of the rain, because of the condense, because of the time. And we try to pump the water out of this smaller tunnel. You can do it. You can pump the water out. But every time we pump it out and turn the pumps for a couple of the hours, the water level came again to the same level like it was before. So that's the reason why we believe that this water is connected with some bigger water accumulation, so that we have so-called principle of conjoined containers. So when you empty one from the another one that it's filling here. Because of that, we started to do the water analysis, and since 2012, every year at least we do 2 microbiological analyses. The last one we did in March this year with the Health Institute here from city Zenica, which is about 30 kilometers away from here. And the analysis showed that the water is still without bacteria, without viruses, without any kind of the harmful microorganisms, that we have 100% drinkable water. And the pH of this water is always between 7.4 and 7.6. When we actually saw that the first analysis is perfect, I'm just going to tell it like that, we sent the water to the Institute Bion, that is short name for the Institute for Bioelectromagnetics and New Biology in Slovenia. They also did microbiological analysis, and it showed them the exact same thing like this one from here, but they didn't believe that we have that good water. And when they got same results, they actually asked us, can we send them more water, because they wanted to do a couple of the experiments in nursing homes in Slovenia, so with people 70 and 80 years old. The reason why they pick those people is that in the nursing home, people always have same routines, so you can check if they're using everything that you send them. And plus, we need to admit, as we grow older, our blood analyses are not perfect anymore like they were when we were 20, 30, 40. Most of older people have higher blood pressure and sugar, but lower white blood cells. That means the immune system is a bit worse than before. And they did the blood analysis and all of these analyses to everybody before and after the experiment. Then they split people into 2 groups. And the way was, everybody is eating the same meals, the same food. Every person drinks the pills that the doctor says that they are really ones that they need to use. But the only thing different is one group continues to drink tap water from Slovenia, and another group gets this water from the tunnels. For 1 month, when these experiments were on, nobody knew what kind of the water they drink, so that it doesn't come to the placebo effect. And when we got final results, I need to tell that we were kind of okay that the people with the tap water didn't have any changes, because it's normal thing. That's the water that we have all over in the world, the same thing, because it goes through the same way inside through the pipes and to the house. But first shock to us was that everybody with this water had 30 to 40% better results. And the second and even bigger shock was that 80% of the people who had this water from the tunnels had blood pressure, sugar in blood, and white blood cells at the optimal level. And because of that, they gave us from Bion the certificate that says the water has very high energy level, energy potential. It can be helpful to the body. It can kind of heal it. But when we asked them why, what's going on with the water, they told us, we don't know. And we don't know is the reason why we decided to send 1 liter this water from the tunnels and 1 liter tap water from the city to Japanese physicist Dr. Masaru Emoto. The reason why him is that he actually did the experiments with the water more than 30 years, and in this time he proved that the water is alive, has emotions, can share information, and the most important thing, the water has memory. And that's the reason why we decided we will send him tap and tunnel water. But I need to actually tell you that on these 2, he never did experiment. He never froze the water to that, expose it to the frequencies or something like that. He just froze the original water that we sent, set it under the microscope, made the photos, and explained them. So this beautiful broken crystal that you see here, this is the tap water from the city.
Right.
This snowflake is the water from the tunnels. Dr. Amato says the tap water has these broken crystals thanks to reservoirs, chlorine, filters, pipes that the water flows through, in most of the cases plastic or metals, and information that the water collects with flowing. So unfortunately, I need to tell you like this. Unfortunately, welcome to the modern time. But for this water from the tunnels, Dr. Emoto says it looks like this. First of all, because of the electromagnetic frequency. And thanks to that the water spent here at least 5,000 years, isolated from the outer influences and with just these good frequencies. And really, to understand water better, personally, I like to compare the water with the people. How would you feel if you don't hear or don't see anything bad just for 10 days, and then in these 10 days you get only positive information? In my opinion, in 10 days, we would solve 90% of the problems that we have. We would have flower growing on the head from the happiness because we didn't hear, didn't see anything bad. And I believe that we will be kind of reborn after just good information. So turn that into 5,000 years and you will see really what water experienced here inside. But when Dr. Emoto saw the crystal, he did one experiment more. And as a guide, I know that to a lot of people this experiment sounds impossible. And a lot of people say it's a bit crazy.
I believe it.
You believe me? I love you for that. But Dr. Amato physically proved that you can use one lid of the bottle, that is about 10 milliliters tunnel water, and that much you can mix with 1 liter water that you regularly drink. So when you mix 1 lid to 1 liter, you need to leave water, the best way is overnight, to share the information. And in the morning when you get up, you will have 100% 1 liter water from the tunnels. So I really want to thank you for everything. Once more, I hope that you understood everything, that you enjoyed, that you have a good time, that you forgot that you're under the ground.
Yes.
But the most important thing, you were breathing the better air than outside.
So what do you think?
Nice.
Ask, what do you think?
Is it interesting?
Can I give you a hug? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That was wonderful.
Thank you.
The guide was nice.
Very nice. We were lucky because we were supposed to wait 15 minutes, but then we were whooshed inside with her.
She was really nice, really kind, and funny.
Exactly.
Make a little donation. They say the more you give,
The more you get.
exactly. Outside the tunnel opening, there's a wonderful park full of interesting stuff for everyone. We spent the rest of the day chilling here while all of the information we just took in got to settle in our minds and turn into even more questions. Yeah, the guide said that you got full of energy from being at work. You get tired, but you get full of energy as well.
Look at that!
What is it?
It's a playground!
Ooh,
Look at this! It's so pretty!
all right.
Awesome!
Are you feeling energetic?
Hi, Martin. Huh?
We hope you liked this video, and if you did, we'd love it if you gave it a like and a comment and would subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next episode as we get to meet some really nice Bosnians and make it all the way to the top of the Pyramid of the Sun.